Just got the truck set up here. First ever 4-door Bronco. See, it's gonna probably work better.
These 30-inch tyres.
So stay tuned to the channel for that. So it's a stunning day down on the beach today. I went to go to some local spots near my house, but they were all shut down due to the surge and tides that we had about a month ago. All the beach is all eroded, so thought I'd come down here. This is Stockton Beach. I haven't been up here since me and the boys stayed up here when we had that sandstorm that destroyed the camp late at night. So, but such a nice day today, and yeah, thought I'd get out, just have a day to myself. I've been so busy lately with work and everything that's been going on. So it's my birthday tomorrow, so happy birthday to me, hitting the old dirty 30. So no more 29, but it's only getting better. But yeah, just a massive thanks to everyone that's subscribed to the channel, everyone that loves the content. I love making it, and this is what I want to do full time, and I know the potential of content that I could bring if I was given more time to make it. And unfortunately, like, I've got to have a full-time job. It's just the way it is. And until the channel grows more and more people subscribe and that, then I can put and focus more time on the channel. So, but doing my best for now, and I just want to thank everyone that subscribed. We're about to do a giveaway. I'm going to do something really cool, so make sure you like, subscribe. But let's get into today's video. So today's video actually come from one of you guys, and you know who you are. You've asked me a couple of times to do this video, so I thought today would be a perfect day. Come down to the beach, just hang out. I know a lot of you guys are like, if you're in Victoria, you're kind of in lockdown. There's still a lot of countries that are still in lockdown and stuff, so thought I'd bring yous out to beautiful Stockton Beach here in Australia. The water is freezing. I was going to go for a swim, but I'm not anymore. I think I'll turn into a popsicle if I go for a swim. Oh yeah, a bit nippy. So today's video has got to do with the black truck. So the big F250, you all know it. And what my thoughts are on building your own four-wheel drive or buying a manufacturer or aftermarket manufacturer's turnkey sort of solution. So basically buying a truck that's already set up for four-wheel driving and touring. So I was just about to start making this video, and there's I think it's a Range Rover Vogue or something, and they're just stuck just up there. So this is why I've never needed my max tracks, but this guy might. Let's see if he comes and asks for them. He's been there for about 5 minutes. I was hoping that he would have got himself out, but see what happens. So I'm buggered. Just let down his tyres, put the tracks under there. Now we're gonna, yeah, give it a go now. These all-wheel drive Range Rovers are a real pain in the neck. So we put the max tracks under the front wheels. They would gain traction and start to pull up onto the max tracks, and then it would realise that the rears were spinning, so it would send the power to the rear wheels and then just dig the back end in deeper. It's just such a pain, these cars. So I just tried to give those people a hand, but I'm running out of time, and I tried to use the max tracks and dig them out, but he's so deep that he's gonna have to need a snatch. So as I was walking back to come get my truck, another bloke pulled up there, and I think he's gonna snatch them out. So luckily they're all good. Yeah, he goes like, oh yeah, it's in sand mode, and I said, did you let the tires down? He told me yes, and when I got there they were on 36 psi, and yeah, so I'm going to talk about Turnkey Solutions first. And basically there's a lot on the market now. Just for example, like the Patriot Campers, like P-Core system, Super Tourers and stuff like that. It's basically like a turnkey solution for a lot of the four-wheel drive market. I think that kind of, when someone wants to go that direction and go to a turnkey solution, they're either like probably time poor. They've probably got the money just to outlay it straight for the four-wheel drive, where a lot of the custom market kind of progress and build their vehicle up over time. So Turnkey Solution is fine for that type of person that just wants to just buy the vehicle, kit it out, like rims, tyres, suspension, electrical systems, all the kind of general stuff, standard stuff that you're going to need to kind of go touring. And then you can select from various options, but it's always very limited on what you can get, and it's always usually an associated supplier of that Turnkey Solutions company. So for instance, like Patriot Campers and P-Core work a lot with TJM, so you'll get TJM bar work, maybe TJM suspension, TJM compressors in that Turnkey Solution package. So, which is fine for mass of the market that just want to buy that and then be done. Talk about the customized side of it now, building your own vehicle. So I personally like to build my own truck because yes, 70% of the stuff that you get from a Turnkey Solution may be fine, but there's some things that I wouldn't want. Like I've had experience with the TJM compressors in the past versus the ARB. There's just different things that I just would like on my truck that with a Turnkey Solution you can't get. So that's why I'd like to do my own suspension, because I like a certain brand, a certain type, certain bore size, certain leaf pack, and because of the applications that I'm going to be using that truck for. So when I'm customizing it, I could, as well as suspension, I can choose my compressor that I would like to run, the rim style, size, the tyre, brand, size, tread pattern. I can select all those things. Bar work, lighting, I can select my own lighting. Usually with a Turnkey, it's a supplier that's in with that company, so I can choose my own lighting. And the good thing about like a MIT setup is that you can fully customize the inside, where a lot of Turnkey Solutions kind of, that's what you get, because they can't vary from that on what's on paper, because it all comes down to cost at the end of the day. They're trying to have this many fridges in stock, this many trays or drawers or this or that to fit that package, where if they've got to have all these different things and then they've got to source suppliers, it just continually adds on with cost. So that's why they're specific to one product or one kind of brand throughout the range of like Turnkey sort of setups. So I like to choose where I want my drawers, where I want my fridge, where I want my electrical system. And that's another thing, the brand of electrical system. So one of the two biggest ones in Australia would be Enerdrive right now is the system that I have, but you've got Red Arc and a bunch of others. But they're probably the two main biggest companies that work in with the Turnkey Solutions package. So where like with MITs, it's good because you can get tray, canopy. If you want an electrical setup, you can get it. And it's all boxed in, really nice unit, bolts to the internal section of the canopy up the front there near the headboard, and it's all just plug and play, you're ready to go. So there is benefits with those little Turnkey things, but most of the part I like to customize it. So with why I didn't get an Enerdrive system from MITS is because I wanted mine kind of a bit more laid out, and I wanted to see it. It's kind of weird. Most of us try to hide 12 volt electrical wiring, but then with something like that, you want to show it off to everyone. Like, this is my 12 volt setup, so that's kind of funny that way. But so yeah, it's kind of my take on a Turnkey setup, is that they have their positives. For the person that's very busy, working all the time, doesn't have the time to build their own truck, or owns their own business or something like that, so they have the funds sitting there to just go bang and buy the whole truck, where I suppose you're probably like me, where I don't have that sort of money to just go bang and buy it. You might be thinking, yeah, Ty, but you got an F250. I was like, yeah, but I bought the truck. Like, this has been a 3-year process now of building this truck. So it's been, bought the truck, I did the suspension first, rims, tyres, and then slowly keep going. And like, I only got my MITS canopy last year, so it's been a long process. And I did go one direction with the truck and I hated it. I went with the canopy and stuff like that, with a fiberglass canopy, and it wasn't me. if you are seriously considering getting a tray and canopy set up for your four-wheel drive, and you're probably like me, I just can't justify it. It's so much money. Yes, it cost me a lot to have the setup, but the versatility and the practicality and the ease of use and just being able to have everything in my canopy when I want to go, I can go. I haven't got to worry about packing the four-wheel drive or anything like that. I'm out the door on a Friday afternoon, you want to go away for the weekend, away you go. So that's why I love a tray canopy setup, for those reasons. But another really good channel, if you want to check it out, check out Andrew St. Pierre White, 4X Overland. His new Land Cruiser that he just did with the stretch, and he's got a Tommy camper on it. That is the most brilliant idea. It eliminates the rooftop tent and stuff, so jump on his channel and go check that thing out. That Land Cruiser that he just built it's so nice. It's awesome. So just capping on points of why I like to build my own truck, I guess. Well, one, I've got to make content for the channel, so it's kind of a positive there. I love building my truck, and I'm sure a lot of you guys love doing it too. And you love saving each week for that little thing. That might be a new set of tires, might be a new set of rims, might be the next size up shock. You might have had 2.0s and you want to get the 2.5s. I don't know, it's an addiction, and I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. It's the fun each week of buying that new thing for your four-wheel drive. And I think that's probably 80% of the market. 20% of the market is those turnkey solutions, for the guys that are either just retired, they don't want to mess around, they want to jump straight in the truck and just go, and that's perfect for them. For me, one, I don't have the money to kind of do that sort of thing, because like some of these turnkeys are like, you're pushing over $200,000 for some of these turnkeys, like a 79 with the whole works, tray, canopy, electrical, suspension. You get J-Max kits and all the rest of it, so it's a lot of money to front up, and a lot of us just don't have it. So, but I love the customizing. That's what I love. I love being able to change that, tweak that, move that, put that here, get that brand of this brand of that, because this is better than that. And yeah, I love the options. I love having options. Such a nice day today. So glad I come out today. There's a front coming through tonight, overnight, and tomorrow's going to be raining pretty heavy, I think. And it's usually always like this. It's nice and calm the day before we get these big fronts that come through. And yeah, unfortunately my birthday is going to be blown out tomorrow, so blown out, windy, raining. So perfect opportunity to come up here today and just hang out and do nothing. Well, I was hoping I'd do nothing. I had to go and save old mate, try and save him. Old mate's still shoveling. He's so deep in that sand. There's probably another point that I probably just thought of, is the changeability. So as you go through building your four-wheel drive, your touring setup, overland truck rig, you kind of, over like a 3-year period, there's so many things that change on the market, like new products come out and stuff like that. So as you kind of go along and you build it, you try things, then you sell things off your four-wheel drive that you didn't like, and you end up with the product that you wanted at the end. You try a bunch of different things, awnings, setups, tents, suspension, tires, and you eventually get to that point where I've nailed it now. This is exactly what I wanted. And this is a truck that I've dreamt of for, it'd have to be since I was like 9 or 10. I've always wanted a black F250 set up for camping, touring, and I was going to do anything I had to do to make it happen, and I've slogged my guts out to make it happen. So I can't wait for COVID to be over, the borders to open, and just start doing a bit of traveling. So I just want to take my daughter and just hit the road and just go up Queensland and just run amok, and yeah, go do Cape with her. I think that'd be just awesome. See if I can coax a couple of buddies to go and do it with me. But this is what it's all about, just getting out here and just doing nothing, eh? I love it so much. But it's like, even me, I haven't got it perfect, guys, so don't ever think that I've got the perfect setup, because everything's changeable and you always change things. Like, I'm going to change my awning. I spoke to Dean at the Bush Company the other day and he's got some new products coming. I said, Dean, I love this awning, but this is the problem I have with this awning. I can't set it up when I go camping and then use my ladder for my tent. And you've probably seen me mention this in past videos. And because I can't access the side points with a normal ladder, well, I don't want to carry two ladders, if you know what I mean. I want to carry just the one mitts ladder on the back. So I'm going to get a 180 awning, so one that folds out to here, so kind of 90 degrees with the truck this way, and then it'll fold forward back that way, so I'll have all this front open area to hang out. But with the canopy, I wanted my fridge there, I wanted my display right there, easy to see. I wanted charging points on top so I can sit my phone. I've got to get a mob armor mount to sit my phone here when I'm just hanging out, so I can see everything. Everything's displayed. All my switches for everything are right here. My remote switch for my inverter. The fridge. Love the fridge. My pantry drawer. My tray. It's all close. I did end up I sold the kitchen. It's just too heavy, too bulky, didn't need it. I found myself always using this table here for prep, and I hardly ever drop the kitchen. So again, it's those things that you change when you customize your truck and you build it yourself, and just learn as you go. And then same on this side. Like, I only ever put the big fridge in here. I use this side for my camera gear when I don't have the big fridge on here, when I'm not going for a big trip, because that fridge is plenty for a week away, if not two. And then I've just got my other drawers here for basic camping equipment, and then my 12-volt setup. I just wanted it all displayed so I can trace back problems. If something comes off or something comes undone, I can kind of trace it back to the problem, and I can charge everything nice and close up here on the tray. And yeah, I love the extrusions in the mitt setup. So having the customizability with everything inside your setup, so you can actually just, like, I've got these Yakima shovel holders, so I've got my shovel inside my truck, inside my canopy. I just wash it before I throw it in there with the rear tap, and then I know it's secure and it's safe. It's another thing is like water and stuff, so I've got my tap just here at the back with a switch. Yeah, I've got all this room here where the spare was, because I've got two spares on the back now. So again, I can customize it, and I can put a tank wherever I want it. I could either pull the other tank out and put a long ranger in there, or I could leave the standard tank, put an auxiliary long ranger in the back here, which is probably what I'm going to do. It's just, yeah, customizability is what I love. I love being able to do what I want and be individual and not just be like the rest of them. But if you're seriously considering spending a lot of money on a 79, go and look at an F250 first. Actually go and test drive one, because 79 is what I was going to buy, and then I drove this thing and I just love it. It's got so much power, such a beast. And like, yeah, like the axles, the driveline, it's like it's a truck. It is a truck. You see mine with the tray off, and you see 79 with the tray off. The F250 is just beefy, bulky, everything. Diffs, suspension. I hope you get out this weekend and just go up the beach for the weekend. Go for a swim. You'll 100% come out female, I bet. You definitely won't be male in that water, Jesus Christ. Just my thoughts on Turnkey Solutions versus building your own setup. So I'm gonna maybe enjoy another drink here, might have a beer, sneaky little beer, and yeah, then cruise back home. So catch yous in the next video. God, I got some sick content coming. There's one thing that's coming late October, early November. Yous are gonna love it. Actually, 90% of yous will love it. The 79 boys are gonna fucking hate me, so I'm gonna keep it a secret, but yous are all gonna lose your shit because it's gonna be pretty funny. So anyway, I'll catch yous in the next video. Just gonna chill out here, and I think I'm gonna go for a swim. It's too nice not to. Catch yous later. Yo! Beach time! Woo!